Today I'm sitting down to just basically fully expose myself. I have a shopping problem. You're allowed to be slightly concerned. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Hannah. If you're not new, welcome back. Today I'm sitting down to just basically fully expose myself. I'm going to be doing a what I spent in a week as a 23-year-old in New York City. Let me just give a quick disclaimer before I even get this video started. I have a shopping problem, and I definitely have a spending problem, and we're working on it. We're not quite there yet. The problem hasn't been solved, but we're working on it. So when I read these numbers out to you, you're allowed to be slightly concerned, but just know that I'm also aware of the issue. Without further ado, let's just get right into exposing myself. So I decided to track what I spent in a week from Tuesday through Saturday. I was gonna do Monday through Friday, but honestly, Monday was just like a really weird whirlwind day, and so I decided to start this on Tuesday instead, and honestly it made it way more interesting anyways. So I recorded my week last week, Tuesday through Saturday, and tracked all of my expenses and added up each day and then added up the total cost, and it's a fun one. I'm gonna put all the things up on the screen, so in addition to me saying it out loud, you guys can also read it on the screen. So starting with Tuesday, I had a laundry expense of $15.95. Unfortunately, my apartment doesn't have a laundry machine, so I have to go to a laundromat to get this done. And instead of staying there and actually physically washing my laundry, I drop it off and they clean it for me, which is very lazy, I know, but honestly it's just really convenient. So $15.95 for that one. Then I had to purchase a new camera battery charger on Amazon because the camera battery charger for my vlog camera broke and I can't create videos if all of my batteries are dead. So I had to purchase that from Amazon. Then I went to Trader Joe's and spent $46.11 on groceries. After that, sometimes Trader Joe's doesn't have everything that I need, so I run across the street to Target and I spent $15.99 on additional groceries at Target. And then the final purchase for that day was an Amazon workout set, which was honestly not necessary at all, but it was really cute and I've been wanting to try out their workout clothes. I spent $29.99 on that. So my total for Tuesday was $120.01. Crazy how fast things add up here. Moving on to Wednesday, I didn't have that many purchases that day. Wednesday, I spent a total of $5.50 to use the subway. I do use public transportation in New York City, and it's $2.75 both ways. And I went out to drinks with friends, so $5.50 was my total subway cost. And then I spent $20 on drinks total for that night, bringing the grand total for Wednesday to $25.50. Moving on to Thursday. Thursday, again with the subway, I spent $2.75 because I was only going one way to spend the night at a friend's house. So that was nice that I didn't have to pay for a subway thing back that day. Then I spent $7.35 on gelato, which was a stupid purchase. I should not be spending $7 on gelato, but I decided to purchase it in Times Square to treat myself, which it was the issue. Times Square was the issue because prices are always jacked up there. And then I spent $122.40 at Misguided. There's no, I don't have a justification for that one. I just want new cute spring clothes, and so I impulsively bought clothes, bringing the grand total for Thursday to $132.50. Starting with Friday, again with the spring clothes from Princess Polly, I purchased 2 items, bringing the total to $58.40. I spent $5.50 on the subway again to get back home and then back out again that night. I spent $31.20 on drinks. Then I spent $19.68 on an Uber. Honestly, I don't mind that expense because when it gets to a certain point at night, I just don't feel comfortable taking the subway anymore, and I would rather be safe than sorry, so spent that money on an Uber, bringing the grand total for Friday to $114.78. Moving on to Saturday, and the last day that I recorded this whole situation, I spent $2.75 on the subway again to get to my friend's apartment. Then I spent $54 on brunch. When I saw that expense, I was a little bit in shock myself. I did not realize that brunch was that expensive. Granted, it was bottomless brunch, so bottomless brunch tends to be more expensive, but you're supposed to be like getting a bang for your buck because of like the unlimited drinks or whatever. And I spent $15.45 on Chick-fil-A for dinner that night because I was at a friend's house and obviously couldn't cook and we were feeling lazy, so we ordered Chick-fil-A. And then I spent a total of $22.38 to Uber back to my apartment that night. Like I said previously, when it gets to a certain point at night, I just don't feel comfortable taking the subway. Is Subway cheaper? Yes, but at the end of the day, I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I spent that money on the Uber, bringing the grand total for Saturday to $94.58. So, as you can tell, each day I spent a good amount of money on random things because of the spending problem that I do have. Honestly, I've been trying to be more aware of it lately, so this week was probably a lot better than most weeks, and I know you're like, you spend more than this amount on other weeks, like this is normal for you. Yeah, like I said, we're working on it. But the grand total that I spent for the entire week on all of the expenses, all the things that I bought, is $487.37. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money for 1 week, and honestly, if I had taken out the clothes that I bought, so like the Misguided purchase and the Princess Polly haul, those were two pretty hefty purchases together. Those were about like $190 or so. So if I had taken those out, I definitely would have spent like more of a reasonable amount of money for that week, but sometimes you just gotta treat yourself. As you can see, it's kind of expensive to be a 23-year-old in New York City when you have a spending problem. But overall, yeah, I feel like this is pretty typical week in my life. You know, I do have things that I have to buy. I have laundry that I have to purchase. I have subway tickets that I have to do back and forth. I go out to drinks a lot with friends, restaurants with friends. New York is a pretty social city, so I know that on any given week, I'll probably be spending an average of $100 on going out to eat that week. That's just the way of life in New York City. Then there's random purchases throughout the week in there, like purchases from Amazon when I realize I need something, purchases from like Target when I realize I need something. There's just other random things thrown in here, but I would say this is like a pretty typical average week of my life and like what I spend in a week. So I hope that this was somewhat informative to you guys. I hope that you don't think I'm absolutely insane for spending that much money, because sometimes I think I'm crazy for spending that much money. In fact, I know I'm crazy for spending that much money, but hopefully you guys don't think I'm too crazy for spending that much money. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you're not subscribed already, you should subscribe down below. I make a lot of lifestyle content. Clearly I live in New York City because it's in New York City what I spend in a week as a 23-year-old video. Stick around, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.